Hello and welcome back to my house. You are probably hearing from outside some music coming in. It's some cool like reggae punk rock music because tomorrow is July 4th. Beside the fact that today is my birthday, so I'm officially 40 years old, tomorrow is July 4th. So it's the Independence Day. And my neighbors, as every year they do, are having a gig outside on their patio with some reggae bands. And yeah, so it's gonna be a cool time for everyone. So happy July 4th. But the purpose of this video was about my actual birthday present. And there's also this hat, which I bought yesterday from fucking awesome hockey store in Hollywood. But I also ordered a cool board from Zero Skateboards. And there is a story behind it, because it's one of my favorite bands. First of all, the graphic I'm talking about, and the story behind it is that when I started skating 20 years ago, some friends of mine used to call me the punk on a skateboard, because most of the kids who used to skate with me weren't into punk really. They were into nothing specifically in terms of music. So they were just into skateboarding and listening to whatever. So I was into punk music. I'm still into punk rock music, one of my favorite genres, even though I listen to a lot of music these days. But when I was a teenager, I was into punk rock a lot. And I used to do, like, on my grip tapes sometimes, some grip jobs with like punk bands logos and punk names on it with a Posca marker. So since I have been recently in the past 2 years, at least 5 actually years probably, I shoot the window a little bit so the noise, well, the sounds of the music doesn't affect the video. So since in the past 5 years at least, I have been skating mostly the exact setup of my favorite skateboarders. So basically, what I mean is, if I, let's say, have a Jamie Foy skateboard deck, I usually like to skate Thunder tracks, Spitfire wheels, and shake junt bearings, and shake junt grip tape. So I want to exactly recreate his own setup. So that's what I've been doing so far in the past 5 years at least. So as I was saying, since in the past 5 years, I have been skating basically somebody else's setup, because I want to recreate my favorite skateboarder setup. Now I have decided to think about, among the variety of setups I've been skating, just pick the best concave, the best shape, the best tracks, the best size of the tracks, best wheels, best type of wheels, and best millimeters. So whatever I found better to myself when I was skating. So finally, I want to create a setup which is mine. And to go back to what I was saying earlier, the punk on a skateboard, I always like graphics that are gnarly, badass graphics, rad graphics. So since I was into punk, and still I am into punk rock and rock music anyway, I decided to get myself. So this is the box from Zero. So I'm going to unbox it now. I have decided to buy one of these boards that Zero has released, which adds the graphics based on Misfits album Misfits album, Earth AD. So I'm particularly attached to this album because it's my favorite albums by Misfits, and it's among the first albums I bought when I started listening to American punk rock. And that was back in 1999 when I was 14. So um, this is gonna be my setup because it represents me in terms of who I am, in terms of music, and so my taste of music, my idea of graphic, also the color. It's so cool. It's proper Misfit style with like this sort of like green, yellow. Like it reminds me of the slime. It's very bright color, and yeah, it's so cool. It's very well made. Seems like something like glows in the dark. So and then this one in particular, it's made in Mexico. I'm pretty sure. Yes, made in Mexico, and it's 8.5. So this is the size I prefer, and I'm going to assemble with these Slayer. These are the Slayer Conlab Indie Stage 11, regular stage 11, not Inverted Kingpin. Um, these are the 159, which is basically 8.75. So these are basically almost 9 inches. Um, and I like them because they give me a lot of stability. They're a little heavy because they're regular indie, but a little heavy. So I'm going to assemble these tracks with this deck, and also wheels. These are my favorite wheels. So again, something I loved skating and I liked, so it's my choice. It's Spitfire Formula 4, 54 millimeters, and these are the OG classics, the old school vibe. So they will be so sick. So this with this and with this will be my actual setup. So it won't be a Pro Skater setup, it will be my setup. And this is my birthday setup, my birthday present. So yeah, so cool. Yeah. This is an update, and also about bearings. My favorite bearings. I have tons of bearings. Bronson G3 are my favorite. And about grip tape, that's a good question because I am enjoying at the moment Mob grip tape. I was undecided between Mob and maybe Pepper. I think I'll go with Pepper grip tape because I tried it once and I actually liked it because Pepper is just right in between Jessup and Mob. Yeah, so this will be my new setup soon. So I will update you once I put everything together, and there will be a review of it and how it skates, how I feel the concave, and the rest. So anyway, so this is it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you in the next video. Thank you.